Wolf Plumbing. We are at 2544 Orsova Way in Sarasota to perform a sewer inspection for the potential buyer of the home. We've gone through the house and there are two bathrooms. Both bathrooms have showers. It appears the, I'll call it master bathroom, was added on into the garage. Can't tell for sure, but it kind of looks that way. However, it may be original. Looked down the drain of that shower and it is a cast iron P-trap. We are above the garage area where that shower should be, and we are going to drop down a 2-inch stack. This is a cast iron stack. Some scale buildup. There's our T for our sink in the bathroom. Some heavy buildup towards the base. As we drop into the horizontal, can't see anything. And go run some water in there. Came out pretty goopy. Alright, we ran some water down the sink drain, so we'll drop back down. There we go. Alright, so we're in the horizontal drain in that master bathroom. It is cast iron. Pulling backwards just to see. Just trying to determine what's at the base of the stack. Doesn't appear to be broken. Cannot verify that with 100% certainty though. Now we're not going anywhere again. Here, we got the sink running now to see if we can't get through here. Alright, so it appears we're going into the main here, but we can't get, it doesn't appear that it's a proper fitting, which curves. It should curve, and it's more of a straight, and we're running right into the side of the pipe, which is cast iron. You can see our pipe that we're in, leading from the bathroom into the main, does have a lot of corrosion. I just cannot get it to turn into the main. So I think we're going to pull this out and go over to the kitchen. Nope, it's not going to go. Alright, now we're at another 2-inch cast iron stack above the kitchen. This stack is also got some heavy scale buildup inside of it. I drop into the horizontal. Being a kitchen line, doesn't have a lot of grease buildup, which is good. It does have scale, some heavy scale. You see a valley down at the bottom in the middle of the pipe. Shows us some scale buildup. Looks like we go into a larger pipe, and then into our main. The main doesn't look too bad. No stalagmites or stalactites, that's a good thing. It's got a little bit of crustacean build-out. Here we're tying into PVC, going from cast to PVC. And we must be outside. That looks like a clean out right there. And that's PVC from the outside of the house all the way to the street. Keep going, make sure we don't have any bad connections at the street. And we're going to drop down. And that's our sewer. There's our city connection right there. Alright. So from the kitchen to the outside looks fairly decent. No cracks or breaks. The main from this point looks pretty good. Not a lot of buildup. No visible cracks. So we'll pull it out and we'll go to the 4-inch stack above the other bathroom. Now we're going to drop down a 4-inch cast iron stack above the bathroom on the east side of the home. Alright, stack turns into PVC just below the roof line. Alright, so now we're in the horizontal, which appears to be an improper fitting, but I was able to get by it. Yes, this is not a Y or a combo. It appears to be either a sanitary T. Yeah, it looks like a sanitary T. Or a clean out. May even be a clean out. But once we turn horizontal in that fitting, it immediately turns back to cast iron. Cast iron looks to be about the same as the other main that we looked at. Not a lot of buildup. Now we're back into what we've already viewed. It looks pretty good. And we turned into our PVC at the outside of the building. So the only bit that we can't see is that master bathroom that's within the garage there. It appears to be running, as we ran water in the sink for a long time, so all the rest of the cast iron throughout the house, there's no visible cracks or breaks. It looks fairly clean considering the age of it. There's not a lot of scale buildup on the inside. We found only one valley within the pipe. So, all in all, based on looking at it, the pipe is good. However, it is cast iron. It's very old, and all cast iron will rot away to nothing. That concludes our video inspection.